Hello, and again welcome to my home. Tonight's lesson starts in Psalms chapter 56 verse 3. The scripture says, "When I am afraid, I will put my trust in you." How many times have we spent sleepless nights in worry? When we can't sleep and the clock seems to be our major focus, sometimes stressed over the situations of life, wondering how we'll make it through the next day at work. Worrying about work and kids or money and health, relationships, and even our dedication to God. This gives fuel to lie there anxiously, worrying about things that we can't do anything about. Jesus was speaking about this with his disciples, recorded in John chapter 14 verse 1. He says, "Do not let your heart be troubled. Believe in God and believe also in me." The scripture teaches us that the weapon we have against fear is faith. When we become fearful of the things in this life, the things that are beyond our control, we can find comfort when we think about God. Understanding that God is bigger than our fears and that God always has our back. In Deuteronomy chapter 31 verse 6, the scripture says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or tremble at them. For the Lord your God is the one who goes with you. He will not fail you or forsake you." God has always given us an avenue to cry out to Him. In Psalm chapter 107 verse 6, it says, "Then they cried out to the Lord in their trouble, and He delivered them out of their distresses." In times like these, the Christian cries out to God. We are reminded this world is not our home. In Hebrews chapter 13 verse 14, the scripture says, "For here we do not have a lasting city, but we are seeking a city which is to come." When we see the things that happen out in this world, and we see the worries that we have over economics and over health and over the well-being of this nation, even the well-being of the congregation and the church we worship in, our concerns turn to God because it's bigger than us. It's bigger than all of us, and God's in control. We turn to God and we realize that God is in control, and that He comforts us with His Word and with His will and with His way. And we understand that this life is but a whisper, a moment of time compared to the eternity He has prepared for us. We should be anxious for nothing, always praying, diligently asking God in prayers and petitions for the things that we desire. Asking the Lord to save and show people the way to salvation so that they too can have the joy of God in their heart. Thank you. Goodbye.